Welcome to the Professor's DuBois channel. I'm Professor Victoria, and today we will learn how to tell if a reaction is an oxidation-reduction reaction by assigning oxidation numbers. Reactions that involve the transfer of one or more electrons are called oxidation-reduction reactions, commonly called redox reactions. Oxidation is the loss of electrons, and reduction is the gain of electrons. Redox reactions often involve covalent compounds where there are no ions but are still assumed to involve a transfer of electrons. To understand this, we need to use the concept of oxidation states or oxidation numbers. These will allow us to keep track of the electrons in a reaction by assigning shared electrons to one atom over the other. Once oxidation states are assigned, one can see if these values change from reactants to products. So is this reaction a redox reaction? First, we must learn to assign oxidation states to each atom. In ionic compounds, the oxidation state is the charge on the ion. So in this case, it's not a redox reaction because none of the oxidation numbers changed. But how about our covalent compound reaction? In covalent compounds, the electrons in a shared bond are assigned to the more electronegative atom. For example, in the water molecule, the oxygen atom is more electronegative than the hydrogen atoms, so we assign the shared electrons to the oxygen. This leaves the hydrogens with a deficit of one electron, so a positive 1 oxidation number is assigned to each. The oxygen atom has 2 additional electrons and has an oxidation number of -2. In a neutral compound, the oxidation numbers will add to 0. There are a few rules for certain elements that will allow you to determine the oxidation number of the other elements in a compound. So the oxygen atoms in O2 are 0. The hydrogens in CH4 are a positive 1, and since this is a neutral compound, all of the oxidation numbers add to 0. Therefore, the carbon is a -4. The oxygen in carbon dioxide is a -2, so the carbon in that compound is a +4. This is a redox reaction because the oxidation numbers are changing for both the oxygen and the carbon. In redox reactions, if something gains electrons, then something else must have lost those electrons. Consider this compound. The hydrogen has a +1 oxidation number and oxygen a -2. Since this is a neutral compound, all of the oxidation numbers add to 0, so the chlorine must be a +3. For polyatomic ions, the oxidation numbers add to the charge on the ion. Consider these examples. Pause the video and assign oxidation numbers for each atom in the following compounds. Here are the correct numbers. How did you do? Wonderful. To determine if a reaction is a redox reaction, assign oxidation numbers to each atom to see if the oxidation numbers change from reactants to products. Thanks for watching. Give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more chemistry videos from the Professor's DuBois.